you know, I meet women at different worship conferences and things like that, and they're just like, you know, how do you become more of a worship leader instead of just a vocalist? And I think Lindsay and I both, when we came on at Harvest, we were more background singers, and we would like step out. No, I mean, we would step out on like a song, but like I remember when they first handed me like the entire service, I was like shaking in my boots. Like I was so scared, you know. I'm like, okay, I know that this is what this is in me to do it, but I'm so scared. And like, but you just have to walk in your gifting and knowing that God has called you to do it, and knowing, like you said, that you have the blessing from your pastor and the elders and the leaders in your church, and you do it in humility. You know, I think that's so important, because maybe sometimes women are like trying to prove themselves in like a worship setting. You know, I'm the worship leader here and blah, blah, blah. But it's all about humility, you know, and it's all about presenting yourself as like just a humble servant and just going, let's approach the throne of grace together. Let's ascend the hill of the Lord together, and just kind of getting out of the way and letting the Lord do what he wants to do. And so I would encourage the men in leadership in your church, you know, wherever you are, just to speak into those women's lives, because Andy is like so poured into us, and James has as well, and just giving us the blessing, and just going like, this is the gifting that I see in you, walk in it, you know, like be confident in that. And so like sometimes women really need that, and then women just like approach that with all humility and graciousness, and like just go in your gifting. And
there's the freedom in the constructive criticism that, you know, after that first weekend where we both were out there, you know, heading up the charge, and we're like, am I doing it? Do I know how to do this? I don't know if I know how to do this, and am I doing this right? But then afterwards, you know, to sit down, and we have our meeting after the services where we kind of go over everything, and what do you feel like worked best? And there's such freedom in that, because you're not afraid of failure. You're looking forward to, how can I make this, how can I do this better, and how can I grow, and how can we all work together in this, because it's not just me out there. I'm not the only worship leader out there. I am not. We're all a team, and we're all heading this up, linking arms with one another, and just trying to sharpen each other. And some of my favorite times have been leading with you, because I love getting to sit there or stand there, I guess, and watch how God has gifted you, and the passion and the fervor you go at it with, and I get to come in and be like, man, yeah, that's right. You fire me up. It totally fires me up to, this is what we're here for, and I want to learn from that, and also maximize the strengths that I have. And so how can we work together?
Like you teach me to tone it down a little bit. I can't be yelling at people during, like, you know, well, 'tis so sweet to trust in Jesus. You know, that's all you. It works out.
Yeah, it does work out, and it does. So carry on, ladies.
Yeah.